What is up, guys? Just wanted to do a quick walk around the garden area. The annual garden is coming alive uh, pretty vigorously this June. So wanted to give y'all a quick update on what's been going on. So let me turn the camera around so you guys can see what we've been dealing with. So first, we got this awesome cucumber that's double yield cucumber. It's been just taking off. Got it trellised up here. I'm gonna run it across these bamboo poles and should be filling this in by the end of summer. It's gonna be gorgeous. Already getting quite a few cucumbers off of this guy. It's pretty nice. So one thing you'll notice as we're doing this tour is letting things go a little wild this year. Just want to really promote a polyculture, and so far we haven't had a lot of pest pressure due to this. We got a little peach here, new peach tree that we just planted over the winter, and under it we have some native flowers, some grasses. We had right here, we had a sunflower, but we let the caterpillars go to town on it. We're not going to spray anything. We'll just let nature run its course. And then right here we have some oregano, and this stuff is, let me tell you, this lettuce leaf basil. I said oregano. This is basil. I'm sorry. Lettuce leaf basil is just amazing. Snap peas are starting to die out, which that's all right. We did some succession planting with them. I'm gonna let some of these seed pods ripen out, and we'll collect those at the end of the season and plant them out for next year. Looks like we got a Roma tomato here growing up the trellis as well. And then our Fredonia grape here's doing pretty good so far. I'm gonna actually just weave this guy right through here so he knows what I'm trying to get him to do, which is climb this trellis. So hopefully we get some good growth out of that this year. We just planted that, so roots are still getting developed. And let me tell you, these watermelon are just going absolutely insane. We had a whole bunch of volunteer watermelon pop up right here. And I mean, it's pretty much this whole patch right here is full of watermelon. The dill is another thing that's been kicking butt. Man, this stuff is just full of flavor. These flower heads. Let me tell you. Woo! That's almost too strong. But got another one here. This is going to be a Snow on the Mountain native flowering plant. I like those. They look really pretty. We got a pink tongue eggplant that's coming in. No eggplants off of it yet. They're still getting lots of leafy structure. We got some peppers. Not sure which variety. I kind of planted things like a drunken squirrel early in the spring. Every day I was out here planting. Looks like we've got some kale coming up here. It's looking great. Man, I gotta take a bite of this. This just looks too good. Oh my God. You just taste the flavor. It's so full and rich. I took some sweet potatoes, planted them under these leaf mulch. They're starting to come up. I'm not sure what this is yet. Oh, I got the camera a little crooked. I think this is a some sort of squash. I'm just not sure. The dang squash bugs are going to town in there. I tried to do a little bit of neem oil. It didn't really help, and it's getting me all sticky, so I figured I'm just gonna let them go, and what they get, they get. What they don't, they don't. We have some majorum here. It's growing pretty well. Looks like we got a volunteer elm tree coming up. That's all right. We'll just let that go for a little while. We got some lettuce popping up pretty good. That's the only one that hasn't bolted. All the other lettuce is bolted. I've been eating the flower heads. We even got some lamb's quarters. It's another good edible here. A lot of people just think it's a weed, but definitely a good edible. Put it in your salads, or do what I just did and just eat them raw. Another thing slow to start is all the beans. I think I started the beans a little early in the season, and it was kind of the wetter part of the season, and all the roly-polies were getting them as soon as they would bud up. But starting to get some other squashes come up, and some other beans. So this sweet pea is still pretty good. Most of the sweet peas are starting to die out though. It's getting pretty hot here in Oklahoma. Look at this pole bean. He's already made it to the top of the trellis. He's kicking butt. But yeah, I see these little snap peas, and I come out here and, oh, you hear that snap? Snap. And just, man, I'll tell you, every time I come out here, I get a snack. And if you know me, I love snacks. Dang. And I really love healthy snacks. Let's see what else we got here. What else can we munch on? These flowers are a little older. I like the fresh flowers that are just about to pop out from the bulb. Still got some snap peas coming down here. I try to keep the snap peas in the shade. I got some sorghum here. And I was trying to get that sorghum up first so it could offer some shade here on some of these leafy greens to hopefully extend the season, create a little microclimate. I don't know if it's working or not. I think it will once that sorghum gets a little taller. And then I've been taking these seed pods. See, there's a big patch of lettuces here, and I took all these seed pods and sprinkled them out all along there, and also did it here, and you see a whole bunch of new sprouts coming on here. So got a whole bunch more lettuce coming in pretty soon. Dang, look at that tomato. Look at this, look at this comfrey. This comfrey's just, holy moly. Look at this guy. Got comfrey with some spicy peppers next to it. Man, I'll tell you, that comfrey has really helped kick these peppers into high gear, because every other pepper out here has really been struggling so far. But yeah, let me check out this tomato. This thing's getting pretty big. Oh, yep, that's another Roma, looks like. Man, the Romas look like the only thing that's producing really well this year. We'll see. Ooh, look here. Look what we got. A little green bean. See if these taste good raw. Oh yeah. So juicy. Man. What is this little guy? I have no idea. I'm telling you, I planted so much stuff. I can't remember what I planted. I'm about to get my my ID app, or if someone in the comments wants to let me know what this guy is. He's trellising up. And then it looks like I got another one here. This might be the Trumbosino squash that I planted out here. I'm not sure though. But hopefully these little guys don't start coming out and eating everything. Grasshoppers were eating a lot of stuff last year. We got compost piles. Really doing work this year. And I also put a couple sweet potatoes in there. I'm probably gonna take I got 1,000 sweet potato slips and planted them everywhere. And I think I'm just gonna fill out the rest of this compost pile with some sweet potato slips. Just because why not? It's a nice loose material, and I know I'll get a huge yield out of that. I've been trying to sell them, but I'm not very good of a salesman, so I figured grow them. If you grow it, they will come. So we got another cherry tree. This cherry tree is doing great. We just planted this year, and it's filling out quite nicely. Let's see, where else? Oh yeah, we got this. We got the green grape. This is the Himrod grape, and right here, got a little rust on them. That's all right. Let's let him grow and see where. Let's try to aim him over towards the trellis. There we go. Now this snap pea, this snap pea is showing a little bit of dieback, but most of him, he's just green and lush and just full of pods. It's probably been the most productive snap pea I have. So I'm gonna take note of that. So this is a one of the squash, and it's just, you see it, it's just filled with squash bugs. Filled with squash bugs. I try to scrape them off and scrape the eggs off, and it just got to the point where it's a lot of work. And I'm trying to do the opposite of that out here. I did all my work, majority of the work in the spring, just planting. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time picking pests off and weeding. Just threw out some straw today. While we're here at the straw, look at this cannabis. These are just loving the soil. This is the third year for these beds here, and you can just tell they are super fertile. Got another cannabis here. Got a pepper here. Let's see, another pink tongue eggplant here. These are just some native flowers. Another cannabis. It's kind of leaning over. I did some low stress training on it, so it kind of opened that middle up. It was getting real bunched up. And another cannabis here, another cannabis here. They're kind of getting shaded out by the sorghum, but that's all right. Another pepper, yeah, I think that's a pepper. I'm telling you, I planted so much stuff, I can't remember what this is, but it's something. It was really slow to start. I planted that started a seed from, there's these little, they're cardboard seed starters. I got them out here and they just dry up so quick, and it took a little while for those roots to break through and keep it moist enough. Been having quite a bit of strawberries. Look at these strawberries. Oh man, these are the best dang strawberries I've ever eaten. I think this is borage. I had a borage plant here last year, and I thought it was an annual. Oops, just broke that guy. That's all right. Let's break it and throw it there for mulch. But definitely looks like borage. I'll really know once it flowers, and I think I got another one coming up here. So it might have seeded and just went to seed, but that's pretty cool. Had another comfrey here, and it just got too dang hot the past few days. So I got all this mulch down, so hopefully it comes back and starts bouncing back pretty good. Then we got here is a fig tree. So this is the second year for that, so it's doing okay. And then you see these peppers. These peppers are just really stunted. Another stunted pepper. I need to get some mulch around that one. I had a whole bunch of wood chip mulch around these, so I'm thinking it might be more fungally dominated soil. So I'm hoping this straw kind of helps inoculate with some more bacterial dominated microbes, which these annual plants really thrive on that. The fungal dominated soils are really for woodland perennial systems. So I'm still kind of playing around. I think eventually I'll do raised beds, which you can see here, raised beds for annual crops, and then I'll keep everything in ground for my perennials. I ended up putting some chocolate mint in here, and it's just taken over. But man, I love it. It's a great ground cover. If I need to plant something, I just rip out. I just rip this back. Oh, there's another. Hey, there is another tomato. I knew I planted a whole bunch of tomatoes in here. I can't find them because the dang mint is so big. But yeah, just rip that mint and lay it down, rip it up, lay it down. Try not to rip the roots out. And then we got some extra mulch. Go ahead and prune that a little bit. So yeah, these tomatoes aren't doing too good. And then what is it? What do we got? A little caterpillar on the basil. He's not gonna like that. But let's go ahead and that's all right. We'll leave him. We got a raspberry. This raspberry's doing great. This is a Choctaw plum, Chickasaw plum. I think they call them Chickasaw plums or sand plums for the layman. Just kind of using that as a nursery bed for now. Dug those out of a friend's field and just wanted to get them established here on site before I transplant them in the back. This Roma is by far the best one that's growing. Put in a little branch trellis for some structure here, and you see we got some Romas here. This might be the best pepper so far. This guy's doing okay. Got another strawberry. We had some snap peas growing up this pear tree. This pear tree's new. Let's see, we got another raspberry here. This is the Dorman Red raspberry. Let me tell you something. If I don't leave these tags on here, I have no idea what variety they are. So these cages come in real handy because it'll mark it. So I do got Bermuda kind of growing in, and this winter I'll end up putting a lot more leaves or straw, probably some straw. I need to find a local source for some straw bales. A big old round bale would be great. I'm up here in Logan County in Oklahoma, so if anybody's around this area, got some straw bales I can trade or purchase or whatever, hit me up. This strawberry was the first producing strawberry of the season, and it's just kind of dry right now. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Get another sand plum here, nursing. Get another raspberry with a strawberry right next to them. Let me just circle back here. If anybody has any ideas why this elderberry keeps looking like it's getting fungal stress, be interested in knowing some thoughts to alleviate that. So we use no fungicides or herbicides, pesticides here, minus that neem oil, which is an all natural organic substance from what I've read, and I used that on it once and just kind of letting it feel it out. Let's see, the herbal beds are still coming along. Don't have much going on in here, kind of just let it go. It's kind of a little crazy. Got a lot of grasses coming up. Do have a pepper here. I have a comfrey there. I'm trying to border and line all the beds with comfrey so you can really block out that Bermuda. The Bermuda's starting to kick my ass, honestly. Planted some oregano here and some I thought I had already planted oregano, but I just planted a ton of basil. So we got oregano. Then under this watermelon, this is kind of a roly-poly catchment. Ooh, we got some, yeah, it's a little hot for the roly-polies. They're not even in there. Let's see. What else we got? Oh man, the chamomile. Chamomile has been great. Been giving this to my daughter, making a chamomile tea to help her get some sleep at night. It's really been helping. Every night she's like, "Can I go get my flowers?" So she'll come out here and pick these little flowers, and we'll put it in the Keurig, and just showed her how to make a little chamomile tea with it, and that helps her get some rest at night. We had Shoot, went blank. Cilantro. There's some cilantro here. It is finally bolted, and I'm gonna let it go to seed so I can spread some seed. But I also just seeded in some more cilantro here. So we'll see if that ends up germinating. It's been really hot, and I'm trying not to water. Man, oh, what I found out is these comfrey flowers are so sweet. I mean, they're almost like a honeysuckle. Man, they're so sweet. We had the Egyptian walking onion. They ended up falling over finally, so I took the heads and replanted them throughout the garden, and they're already shooting up some new sprouts here. Oh yeah, we got a ton of cilantro coming in here. Maybe this is where I put the cilantro. Obviously it is, because there's a whole bunch of it right here. Oh man, that is good. So this is gonna be the annual bed. Do have some strawberries here. I'll just test them out. So we got some potatoes, and this is the first year I have not had any potato beetle pressure at all. Had 0 potato beetles, which is insane because the last 3 years they've been all over my potatoes. Then the rest of this green is carrots. Got some lettuce here that bolted. Ooh, there's a good. That's what you're looking for. That flower head right there. Oh man, it's delicious. Delicious. Looks like we have some broccoli coming through. We do have some lettuces in here. They're gonna get competed out. Oh yeah, this tomato. Oh yeah, this might be the best tomato. I don't know. This tomato and the other one, and it's another Roma. So Roma seem to be doing great on the property. So I'll note that, and I'll save some seeds from these Romas. And I love Romas. I mean, they taste like pizza to me. But man, it's taking little keys here out on the property and seeing what varieties that A, I can recognize, and B, that I remember where I planted, and C, or what are just growing without a lot of inputs that just grow like they deserve to be here. Taking those notes, and those are going to be the things that I propagate and let proliferate next year. Another thing, while I'm here, we had in this bucket, I had some fish guts, heads, pretty much just the fish remains, and I put it in some water. I took some leaf mold out from our forest and put it in the bucket, and I'm making some Jadam liquid fertilizer. So it's been going for about 2 weeks now. So that's going to be some great nutrition for the garden. This side of the garden, the new beds that I put up in the fall are just not producing at all. And if you want to see a pretty interesting experiment, so I did 3 beds with cardboard and wood chip. What did I do? I did cardboard, compost, wood chip. So this bed, I skipped this one. This bed I did leaves only. This bed, cardboard, compost, wood chip. Or I didn't even do wood chip. Maybe that's why these are doing so bad. I need to get some ground cover, or some mulch on top of these. Definitely need to get some mulch on these. But they're just not doing very well. I figured since that compost was pretty woody on top, I guess I did do some fine cedar mulch on this, but it was only like maybe a 1/4 inch. So I think these might just be getting dried out too quick, but they're just not putting on very well. I got these Jerusalem artichokes, and these little caterpillars are eating them up. Let me get out of the sun here. These caterpillars are eating them up. They're doing okay, just they're not thriving. Had some corn in here, it's not doing anything. So I did the 3 sisters in this bed. I did corn, beans and squash, and finally got one squash coming up. So end up taking some sweet potato vines and sweet potatoes slips and putting them in the back there. Try to see if get something to grow in here. This was going to be the carrot bed, the in-ground carrot bed, and I was actually just going to let these carrots rot out into the ground so we can get some good penetration of the soil. If you remember, this was hard clay. It was all Bermuda grass this time last year, and even the Bermuda would hardly grow on it. It would stay pretty much yellow all summer. So it's finally getting a little bit of fertility, where you can see this bed here that was just all leaves. I just had a pile of leaves, probably a 6-inch layer of leaves, and now the Bermuda has finally come up through all those leaves and kind of took over that bed. Just did not have any good luck with any plants yet in there, so ended up just planting it out again with sweet potato slips. So have some comfrey here, and then the rest of it's pretty much sweet potatoes. You'll see a tomato and a pepper kind of here and there, just because I had so many. But looks like all the sweet potatoes I planted are starting to take on, so hopefully they'll smother out that Bermuda, and I'll reset this bed this fall, and we'll get this grass covered up and hopefully get some extra fertility. So this bed, it looks like I had another little cannabis plant here, but I think I just planted a seed or something, but he's not doing good. Another comfrey. These are sweet potato cuttings. So I just cut some sweet potatoes and put them all here. So these ones are doing great. So I know sweet potatoes are gonna like this, because these are just kicking butt. And I also had some, these have just taken so long to come up. I can't even remember what they were. I think I had some pink celery here, and some of them are coming up. And then this was fennel. So we have some fennel here, and I really just sprinkled a whole bunch of seeds and see what was coming up, because this is going to be the east side of my house, so it kind of gets more shade in the evening. So I knew anything in here would like some of that break in the evening. Did end up putting some peppers in here anyways, kind of on this more let's see, northeast, kind of the southeast side of the house. Get a little more sun exposure on this side of the bed. But man, that was a pretty long video. One more thing I want to show you before I head out. That's down in the food forest area. We got some surprise. Oh my goodness, Ella came out. Sound like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So you see here, we're letting this grow up. We're creating some ecosystem here. Got some paths cut out, making lots of edge. And I'm making a video. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Say hi. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, sorry, we're getting a little dizzy here. But yeah, we got a little thistle here coming up. Look how pretty those are. That's not the surprise though. Surprise is back here. Yeah, we got a surprise for everybody. Butterflies. I mean, there's so much insect activity out here. It's just insane. Letting it grow up a little bit. Need to probably come back here and at least get my walkways cleaned back up. But look at there. Our first passion fruit. I do not remember ever planting any passion fruit here, but it's starting to climb this trellis. And then we had some pop up here, and it's heading over to this trellis. And then we have some popping up in here, taking over this hugel mound wood core mound. So I think there's gonna be passion fruits everywhere. So I'm probably gonna start digging those up and selling those as starts. And I cannot wait to eat a passion fruit because I've never had one. And this guy is still pretty light, but man, I am hoping that ripens up because I heard they were delicious. We got some grapes here. We got this thing will the grapes will trail us up. Got another peach tree. Some other grapes planted in here, right next to these flowers. I can't remember what the flowers are called. Boy, I really need to get in touch with what all I planted out here. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. The garden is kicking butt. The food forest is kicking butt. All the blackberries are coming on. I didn't even get to touch base on those. But man, stay tuned. I got to get more updated videos here for y'all because, man, let me tell you, stuff is just growing and it's exciting and it's a good part of the year. The only bad part of this time of year is it is so dang hot. So dang hot. But, you know, get a little water. Get some Gatorade, electrolytes, get your little sun hat. That's all you need. And you can still enjoy all the fruits of the labor that we took over the fall and the spring. And you get to enjoy all of this nature. Ooh, look at that. There's a blackberry. Fresh blackberry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Man, there's nothing like fresh, organic fruit. Oh, my gosh. There's nothing like it. Anyways, take care, guys. Thanks for staying tuned and following me up with this update. Catch y'all later. Bye.